Welcome back to the underwater factory. I guess things are happening here sometimes, mostly with fishes. I can get limestone into calcite and stone or turn it into glass. I haven't yet worked with salt. So I need brackish water and electrolyze it. Then I get oxygen that is used in several different things. Rocket fuel. I can make normal water. And I do need the cryogenic plant for some things. So it's good that I have it available. Would be nice if there were a hotkey to put something into the output slot of some building. If I just want to get rid of things and put them where they would be otherwise coming out of. So what can I do with sand? Yeah, only fish food or glass, so I guess right now I will put that into the fish food factory. Maybe this other factory might be used very soon to produce some chemical stuff. Salt water electrolysis and stuff like that. I'm just trying to prevent the robots from having to pick up every single item that's lying on the ground. Sadly, they make new ones all the time. New items on the ground. I guess this fishing tower doesn't really do much. It just has a very interesting, colorful light. But other than that, it doesn't do anything interesting. Might put more mining productivity on the research queue. And it really looks like they have put Gleba underwater with some Novice sand and volcanous rocks. I think there's only stuff missing from Fulgora. At least so far. So how will I do this? Could build another pressure dome soon. But then I would also have to provide atmosphere. And I guess the fewer atmospheres I have to provide, the better it is at the moment. I guess getting to lava will be a challenge. I might try to discover more of the underground or underwater trench area. Don't know how far I got last time. Might just try to enter relatively far up and then see how far I go. I do have enough rocket fuel with me. Okay, that's a bit further than I came before. What happens if I go out? I can survive for a moment probably, but not too long. It would be nice to have some equipment in the grid. Power and batteries and, I don't know, logistic stuff. Can take apart more of these vents. Guess there's a vent on the edge. Truncated chimney. Just rocks. I guess there's more vent stuff, but it's not very eventful. Volcanic folds. Not yet any lava. I guess if I find lava it might be quite far away or not very much. There is something. Hot volcanic cracks. I might be close, maybe. Hope I don't die if I go over this. It still says I would get this saline water out of there. Maybe I actually need to pay attention, but I would expect the map to show something red if there was lava. And it's fun how there's like volcanoes music down here. Because it is of course a place where lava is supposed to be. If only I found it. I guess I could mark this as a spot where I have been. And where I demolished a sulfur chimney thing. I guess there might actually be many of those and I forget to pick them up. So there's little brown stuff and yellow stuff. Brown stuff might be not very sulfur containing. This looks like lava again, and there seems to be real lava on the map. Oh yes, I hope I can swim over this. I guess I have found the jackpot. So this is where I might need to go. I don't know if I will have to relocate my factory again, because this is very far away. Or I might just have to build certain parts of the factory over here. Don't know if there's any other resource that I should be interested in. Deep sea geothermal vent. So, sadly, it doesn't really get me to the Maraxsis trench. I don't know if the trench isn't at all visible here. I would like to know if there are any more resources or if I have now found everything there is to be found in the deep sea. Okay, probably about here is where my base would be. Let's get out of here. And maybe let's mark this area on the map. I'm almost out of fuel, so I might demolish this submarine again, because I can also just go faster myself. I would also like to try the beginning of the other trench that I have seen. Maybe the lava is closer there. It would of course be a shame to have to travel that long distance from here to there all the time, or only for getting some lava. Or I might have to somehow bring over the lava with pumps and pipes. I wonder if there's anything interesting in between. So I might just go back and then try to open this diagonal. I guess this would just be area for fishing. And now I'm basically taking the diagonal down to my current base, where I still don't know whether I want to keep it there, or maybe build a new one elsewhere with the lava. This is the distance that I would have to take with all the stuff that I produce. Might also do the fish stuff there. Or I might look down there whether there's lava in the trench. I don't know if there are any signs for another trench somewhere else. Basically just want to see the beginning of this trench and then maybe a few meters southwest. I guess previously I didn't know how to do the submarine stuff. Nothing interesting right at the beginning. So I will have to travel a bit to see if there's anything interesting. I guess I can look at the contents, at the fuel contents of this submarine in the bottom right, and then if it's below 30, then I might just go up again. Would be a bit boring to just find the lava very far away again. I might as well just relocate my factory to the other lava that I found. This is just rocks. Volcanic rock. Would also be good to see forks in the trench. Trench going in multiple directions, maybe. I guess here it's just curving up. There's lava something. Warm volcanic cracks. And there's actual lava. Interesting. I would like to see where I am on the real map. Okay, also very far away from my previous base. I would rather like to relocate here maybe. Might also try to see if there's anything interesting up there, but I guess I've seen all the things that I might be able to find on this planet. That's just my assumption. I guess now I will just go up and right. Maybe discover some more new land. But there might not be anything interesting. Maybe I should mark my base, so I can also find it from the distance. The regulator. It's a quite big coral reef. I guess I did mark this spot on the map, and I might just rename it to lava. Which of these is lava? That one. wonder if it never turned it, the jelly never turned into spoilage within this machine. I guess there might also be spoilage going this way. Seems to have happened. I guess I need to filter for fish food and not just not limestone. Fish food of any quality. Also, there are these science pack vessels that I might be able to unlock on this planet. Might look into that in a moment. And I need to not get confused or distracted. Any quality fish food. Whitelist. I guess this should be happening now. And I might now also have different inserters for spoilage. And this will also be just fish food. I guess the earlier problem of having quality fish food has sort of resolved itself, and I might just use productivity here again. Want to look at the research tree. Worm confinement. Haven't found any worms yet. Or I don't know where I would get them. So I need to build a duct to trench. Apparently first I need to have a salt reactor. But I can still build the duct to trench. But I would sort of like to first relocate before I build anything new and big. I think that would be a too big distance to carry the electricity over. Might also try to ask for even more substations. The spaceship has just been here, so I might ask it back and maybe get some more stuff. One last time before I relocate. So, how about more tungsten plate? I don't know if I asked for biochambers. Maybe now I don't need to anymore. Solar panels might be nice, and some accumulators. And inactivity. Pump. A lot of pipes. And substations. I don't think robopods actually worked down there. Maybe some foundations, maybe they can fill the lava if I need to. And I guess now the ship can go away. I might have everything I need for a while. And I might also dismantle some of this again to rebuild this elsewhere. I just had the idea of building a huge belt that would carry things over, so I don't have to bring things back and forth multiple times, but I guess I might just do the back and forth. I might also just copy the whole thing. Sort of. So, that would be the dome with fish processing. And then I could just rebuild this before I actually dismantle that. Then I would just have to kickstart it. And I might just steal some solar panels and electricity things and accumulators and atmosphere barrels. I should have another dome ready. That's good. So I might just get this started over there. Luckily I see the lava pin and then I know where to go. There will be some weird stripes on the map from me, where I went through, like here and there. And this really looks very disturbing. I guess I can hydrate while flying over there. I wonder what these structures are in the ground. Maybe it's just broken open somehow. So the lava should be there. Can I maybe build a trench, a dome right here? Might almost be difficult. I would need some cliff explosives. And the robot complains about this location. And I didn't bring any cliff explosives, that's not very good. But also I need to be closer to these corals. Okay, now this needs power. I guess I might do the power along the power line that would go up to the trench. I wonder how far this is compared to that distance. This is a bit closer to the trench, but I guess the trench there is rather useless. I'm thinking of just offloading a lot of stuff and then later relocating up a bit with some cliff explosives once I have them. There are a bunch of chests that I left there. I need to get more chests. I guess it's fine to have this one dome down here and maybe more of them further up. Still, I want to be as empty as possible because I don't want to carry around a lot of stuff that I would have to carry forth and back when I still have to offload a lot of other stuff from other places. Okay. I guess on the way back I might uncover this other little stripe of blackness. Did I take all the solar panels? There are some still down there. I guess I didn't take any solar panels then. I have taken some cliff explosives with me now. This can be demolished for now. I suppose I will not have the fish cycle continue for a while until I have rebuilt it elsewhere. I might temporarily place some accumulators. Hello Noya, welcome to Sunday Factorio. I'll place a bunch of accumulators randomly. Good meowing. Did you just wake up? Breakfast is ready, that's good. I guess I could already dismantle this dome. Doesn't it want to get dismantled? Yeah, I also had to calculate a bit what time it actually might be compared to the old time. And I guess my wristwatch hasn't changed yet. Or maybe it did, but only after it connected with my phone. It doesn't really do things on its own. Oh, there are actually a lot of things in there. I had alt mode turned off, and then I couldn't see all the things that are in there. And I guess I need to tell the robots to stop delivering stuff to me. Okay, now I need to speed up and go to my new base. But I might also add more random accumulators. This is just temporary. Just until the new base is established. Might also copy this setup with the limestone filter. Coral mining. It's really nice how the step size is totally realistic. Basically swimming with long steps. And now I go up and follow that lava arrow. And I want to try to move this up maybe, or yeah, I guess up to here might be good enough. I should have some cliff explosives available that I sadly can't use. Oh, I can, if I use the correct mouse button. Guess I didn't do that in a while. Okay, maybe I can build this whole thing here instead. That dome. Sadly, it doesn't remember that it needs to be a dome. Okay, now I can dismantle all the other things. Although there are a bunch of chests that I need to keep. But I guess the left side is not chests, or not full chests. And then I will just store some more stuff in here. A lot of limestone. This can probably go in here to produce some atmosphere. If I place the better substations, then I can Add one more column of solar panels there. Without another substation. And this still needs to be connected. And now it will produce atmospheres. And I guess I can throw a lot of accumulators in here still. Or again. Basically the same design as the other one, but I want to have the accumulators somewhere. Can also quickly deconstruct all of the accumulators separately with the deconstruction planner if I want to. But now I guess I need to set up the fishing. I wonder if I can mine or plant and harvest corals. Doesn't seem to work. So with the agricultural tower I can only make the fishing towers. It doesn't have a use in itself. This will be the belt for the fishes and the fish food. I guess I need to change where I'm coming from. Or where I'm going with this. And then I just need to, I guess, wait for the fishes to be mined. This might use some inserters as well. Mining the rocks all by myself would take quite a while. At least now I'm a bit closer to where I might actually find lava. Probably here. Or close enough to that point. Not sure where exactly I left the trench. Maybe I could build another one of these domes closer to the new trench spot. So this needs a lot of sand. I guess I might just mine that here. Might also, for now, just throw it onto the belt. It's weird that it shows red even though it can be placed. And then it doesn't keep the rotation that I wanted. And I don't have enough, or for some reason the productivity modules were not placed in there. And there, some fishes are arriving, but there is no ammo. I guess I might find the ammo here. Obviously, ammo and fishes gives microplastic and jelly. I'm not sure if the microplastic is supposed to come from the ammo or the fishes. Quite a weird concept. And the coral mining might also change locations. And I might do that here. And I have a blueprint for it to already filter out the limestone. But I guess if I use it properly, I don't have to worry about spoiling the corals into limestone. There are more hydro plants, solar panels. I wonder if there are any more of the buildings, the domes. I guess the recycler doesn't work anymore, so I can dismantle that. Many of the things were possibly never supposed to work. And I did totally forget to place the, or even bring. Yeah, I brought the cargo landing pad, but I didn't place it yet. Might also place it closer to the trench. This time on the left of the substation line. And then I will have to get the fish stuff requests. I think more plastic should be arriving. It might just be this inserter format that's not working yet. Might have to be as a bulk inserter instead of a stack inserter. And there as well. So know this is working. The jelly is almost done. And there are spoilage chests. I don't know what to do with the spoilage yet. I could burn it. I might turn it into burnt spoilage, which is carbon. I guess once I have salt, I can salt the agricultural science pack. Make it last longer. Spoilage vessel. Wonder what they are for. Research vessel. I wonder if these vessels are for easier transport of stuff. Of science packs. And also spoilage for some reason. I guess spoilage also can be in can be a product of science pack, so maybe that makes sense. The new science packs from the other mods are not in here. So no Castra science, no bioluminescent science, only the hydraulic science pack. This uses steel and glass as a container, and I guess the container can last like 100 cycles on average. Just trying to get rid of that dome. And apparently I don't have enough power storage. Might be really great to, yeah, build something here. Hope I didn't waste a cliff explosive by letting the robots do that. Sometimes they choose inefficient blowing up spots. Would be nice to see what exactly would get destroyed. Sometimes I would choose wrongly, so there is now a cliff left over. I wonder if I can... yeah, I can destroy that. This might be a spot where I might put one of these ducts. Nice to see the bubbles when I use the jetpack. Apparently there can be underwater jetpack stuff. Just produces bubbles then. I think when I'm just standing around I don't produce many bubbles. It's weird that I can stand there, even though that's the entrance to the trench. guess I will have to build more domes. And definitely some of these ducts, but I can make them in a hydro plant, that is quite good. Although that may just give me more quality that I don't want. I think I didn't throw down any beacons yet. Might ask for some. Also there's the conduit, which I might unlock on this planet. Probably not today. Which might be an advanced kind of beacon. And I didn't put the inserter back. Okay, maybe I will throw some stuff away and then start fetching more stuff from my old base. I did forget the throwing away stuff part. Might just throw random stuff there and try to fetch it again later. So I have more space for all the carrying. So I guess now I want to dismantle all of this. Might start with the solar panels. And also there are a bunch of chests. I would probably forget the content of them if I didn't carry them now. And I totally dismantled my... or I left my robots elsewhere, so they can't help me now. Maybe I can find some here. Maybe not. I guess then I can't dismantle everything. One thing I can do is stop more fish food from entering this place. And I might take some fishes with me. Yeah, I guess they are cute while they are alive. Sadly, there's a fishing operation going on. I guess I want to pump the stuff out again. How do I do that? I need barrels. This is a not very vegan mod. Sadly. But I will only play it once. It is a bit too complicated or annoying. What I can't build somewhere and what I can build somewhere else. Maybe I will just carry over all of this stuff. Then my inventory is almost full. And then some limestone, and then I'm full. And I need to bring a lot of barrels and maybe some construction bots. And I don't know if I have any more of these domes anywhere. Sometimes it would be good to have more descriptions for certain items. Seems to be going slow. Maybe I need to keep some solar panels around just to do the last operations. Now I need to find another spot for things to go into. I guess this is all full of fish now. I wanted construction bots. I don't know if I needed anything else specifically. I guess I wanted a lot of barrels as well that I shouldn't recycle. There are some barrels. Just 50. There are some more. More atmosphere. I might take the plastic and throw it into this process. More sand. Sand goes in here. This is actually where limestone should go. And I have a lot of carbon fiber and tungsten plate and calcite. I guess I want the tungsten plate to be turned into something more useful. These small straight ducts. Can I get speed modules? I think they might be up here. I guess the quality ducts would be turned into, or I would place them actually. But I don't think the ship has come past and delivered any beacons yet. That would be helpful. Maybe I could wait with the duct production until then. Production. So there are a lot of barrels. I wanted to take them down to the old place. It would be good to not place more than 4 different item kinds into one chest. So I still have some overview what's in there. Maybe I could produce some of these gravel things. Vehicle dock. I don't think they benefit from quality, but I might just produce them in a hydro plant anyway. Might also try to make more hydro plants. More of those domes. Pressure dome. Need more glass. Not sure where I have that. Maybe here. $500 glass per pressure dome. I guess I need to also work on producing glass from some ingredients. I guess sand, limestone and salt. Salt should be easy to get once I have this new base set up. I guess I will go back down and try to see what I can fetch. I guess I could now take apart these substations. They only were going to the trench because I thought I might need it there. I thought I might need power there. I guess I will also destroy the old production line for fish stuff. So of course it doesn't have any power at night, but I would have hoped that some power has been stored. Maybe not enough for all the production that was necessary. Still want to convert more of the atmosphere into barrels. I could just dismantle things bit by bit. Wonder what happens if I take this apart. I guess the things still grow, and I could just harvest them to get fish. And now I seem to be out of barrels again. Not sure if I would have stored any close to this place. There's still 3.9k atmospheres. I might just do this. Disconnecting it from the regulator, so I might be able to not waste all the stuff. Don't really need to keep the atmosphere in there at the moment. Yeah, the furnaces don't work underwater, but the chemical plant does at least. And I guess once the atmosphere barrels that I have taken away, once they are empty, I can bring them over and fill them up again with the rest of the atmosphere here. And of course the spaceship might have arrived and delivered some more full atmosphere barrels. Maybe I should try not to uncover too much more land to reduce the save game size, or to not increase it too much. I guess I could feed the fishes into this belt. It's not like I feed the fishes, but I put them in here. And then I have a lot of fish food. where I can do the same. I just remembered, or I just noticed, if I press Q on anywhere on the land, I get a offshore pump. I guess that is for saline water. Now I'm just trying to make these chests clean. Basically not have them full of random trash. Rather have random trash chests up here. There's a lot of microplastic. This is where the atmosphere barrels need to go. Maybe then I shouldn't have this chest of plastic there. Instead, I should be able to deliver a belt full of atmosphere barrels there. And right now I shouldn't recycle the barrels, it's not happening yet, but yeah. Need to make sure that I store the barrels until the other thing is emptied. So there I have some beacons and more atmosphere barrels. I should just build the belt for the atmosphere barrels right now. I guess I might also build a little circuit connection. This will read the contents, and there I might enable disable if... I guess I can't pick the fluid from there, sadly. I will only activate this if the atmosphere is below 10,000. Similarly, I might only insert into this chest if there is less than 100 of those barrels in there. This will simplify the situation if I have too many domes that I all want to feed with atmosphere. They need to basically be not using all the atmosphere immediately. 1 barrel, what can 1 barrel carry? I guess that would have been a very helpful information somewhere around here. Is it different for different liquids? Maybe it's just 50, yeah. 50 times. Over 100. I think that should be enough barrels. So I will go back. Hopefully one last time. Then I can dismantle all of that stuff. And now you can see the content is emptying quite quickly. And we get a lot of atmosphere barrels. And I might dismantle some of the accumulators already. And that's all I can put into barrels. Now the rest might just be dismantled. Don't think there's anything else I need to consider. I accidentally destroyed some cliffs, which is bad in the sense that it wastes cliff explosives. But I guess I have space platforms that can deliver more of them if I need to. I just still want to not be too wasteful. Anything else? Any traces? I guess only that there's fish in the bottom of the sea that is unseeable. Invisible fishes. But I guess I will just leave them there. And go elsewhere. Well, I can't see in the trench, but I can remove that pin. Still want to check whether I forgot anything. Probably no chests that I have left there. I wonder whether this is where I started. And then I moved there, and then I moved up there. Because there was always something I noticed about the planet that I need to be more aware of. First, that I need to go into a trench, and then that I need to find lava in a trench. And these things are very far away, so I need to relocate my base. I hope this might be the final base then. Okay, this all can be destroyed again. This was the wrong location. So now I might build one of those pressure domes right here. And another one next to it with the perfect distance. And then I won't already add the atmosphere. Might also try to share atmospheres. Or the atmosphere fluid. I think it should be possible to have pipes outside. And it's probably less than 320 tiles away. So I don't need to add pumps. I hope I can mirror this. I can't. Can't rotate. Well, rotating wouldn't help, but yeah, this is basically always the same, or is it? Can I take it apart and maybe mirror the whole building? Did just press V. That also didn't help. Then I guess I will have the change of the pipe direction outside. And now I just need power. And then the atmosphere can be put in there. Okay, yeah, consumes atmosphere to provide positive pressure to the dome. The Factorio for the atmosphere consumption rate when powered functions as an underwater roboport and radar. So I guess in these domes I would do the lava processing once I can do it. I will take this with me to do it here. Want to try how many speed beacons I can add around it to remove the quality output. I might also try and see what happens if I just use it the way it is now. I will first throw some stuff away. I have too much limestone and also some atmosphere barrels on me. I might throw them in here. Corals should go there, but this seems to be full. Okay, it only seemed to be full. I don't know why it didn't pick up the limestone. Did pick up some tungsten plates now. Maybe it doesn't do anything because it's full. The output is full. Therefore it doesn't need to take away the limestone corals. I wonder whether I'm still getting more... No, I'm not getting tungsten plate. At some point I need a lot more of it, probably. So I will ask for at least 500 in this, maybe even 1000 in the cargo landing pad. So I will try out a few of them, and you can see I get different qualities of these ducts, and I don't think that is really helpful when creating the duct to trench, because I need pumps and tungsten plate, and if the ingredients don't match in quality, then I have a problem. Don't know how to basically avoid having a high quality output other than using a lot of speed beacons. That will cost a lot of power. I don't know if this was the purpose of this mod pack, but it definitely results in these weird strategies to try to avoid quality outputs. Now the quality is only plus 30.2%. Maybe I can find an even better spot where I could add 1 or 2 more beacons. I guess just 1 would be possible. Let me see, if I add 4, I guess 4 is the most I can put in a row. I think I had something like 30% quality. I guess now it's 12 beacons. I still need to add speed. And also to this. So it's just plus 28% quality, which is still quite annoying, but at least it's not a total waste. And I need 100 normal small straight ducts to basically build the duct to trench. And now I should have 100 normal straight ducts. And I guess the duct to trench can be any quality and doesn't matter probably. I wonder whether Maraxsis is playable without the quality sub-mod. And I wonder how many ducts to trench I need to build. I guess they are only for 1 fluid each. Guess I only need lava, probably. Not sure if I can build hydro plants and domes down there. I do have 2 domes available to try this out. Let me place the submarine. Also, how does this work? Can I? Yeah, I can rotate this. Right. I wonder why it doesn't work with the cliffs. And what would I do now? Maybe it didn't work because this is all diagonal. Not quite straight. I hope this has a proper thing on the other side. Hope it doesn't land in lava. So there's the end of the duct. I guess ducts are basically 2 wide pipes. I guess, is there a pipe to duct thing that I might use? Duct intake maybe. So I need pumps. Duct exhaust. Transfers fluids from duct into normal pipes. So yeah. They are for that purpose. I hope I can use a normal offshore pump. I wonder if anything happens if I try to place the offshore pump. I always forget where it is or how it looks. So I can't place it on the trench. I can only place it in the sand basically, and then it gets saline water. Is there a duct to ground? I guess not. Oh yeah, there are underground ducts. And they are not used anywhere in any recipe, so I can make them quality. I guess it doesn't matter then. So there I definitely want duct intake and duct exhaust. I guess just one of them is fine. Maybe I will make 2 of each. What's going on? Things are breaking on Cerys. I guess more water is turning to ice. At some point I will have to fix this maybe, if I want to do anything with this planet again. So far it's fine. Okay, duct to ground or underground duct. Luckily it's always 2 underground ducts per craft. Should be enough for now. Do I have enough? Maybe I don't have enough ducts, normal ducts. From far above, these ductile textures look like chests. So I will save the game because I don't know what I will break if I do something. I want to try whether I can build a dome. I could certainly do that. I don't know how useful that would be to do anything down here. Just checked whether I have built any foundation accidentally. Controls are weird. Sometimes I want to look in a certain direction just so it doesn't look like I'm looking on the outside and building here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And now I'm again looking for the offshore pump. Wait. How do I get the lava? If not like that. Is there a tool that I need to use? Do I need to know some secret knowledge? So there is lava processing, French exploration. Trench can be harvested from geothermal vents in the trench. No, what? Lava can be harvested. But how? Okay, the hydro plant gains 4 additional module slots in the trench. That's nice, but why would I want to build down here if it's so complicated and annoying? And how do I get the lava actually? Didn't yet tell me that. It did say something about geothermal vents. But I don't see any little vents. I guess it still means the whole lakes. Now I need to find my thing again. Apparently I can build a pipe over the lava. It looks like it's over lava. Would help if it actually says what the problem was. Maybe I need to build a corner. I wanted to get in there. Can't just do it normally. It's also difficult to see anything. I wouldn't see this underground duct without the light. Need to remember that the offshore pump is between the mining drill and the pump jack. Cannot build this there. I wonder whether I might have not researched something yet. Something important. Do I maybe need the duct to trench? Maybe these ducts are just more powerful than normal pipes in a way as well, so maybe this is basically an upgrade to pipes, like trains are for belts, or like faster belts are for slower belts. Tungsten ducts can be placed on water and lava. Is this also a way to get the lava? Maybe I should build the salt reactor soon, so I can try to get closer to this science pack. So there I get stone centrifuging, which is necessary for getting uranium from stone. Effect transmission 2 is for the advanced beacon thing. Sonar seems to be a more powerful radar. Glass productivity, research vessel, liquid atmosphere. But I guess, yeah, that means that that I can carry a lot more atmosphere around. Cargo landing pad capacity. Okay, that allows to place more cargo landing pads per planet. There will be a nuclear submarine. Depth charges as some kind of cliff explosive, I guess. And I guess I need the deep sea research to get to Promethium science. For some reason. And I also need the Tenebris planet and its researches. That will be challenging. I guess I will try to make another duct to French, or can I remove that other one? And see whether I can use it on the lava. It looks like I can build it in certain locations. I don't know what this wants to tell me. Okay, cannot be built on this surface. I don't know why it shows green then. Looks rather useless. I want to basically mark this on the map so I can remember the coordinates. Because I need to go up now and rebuild this in the same place. I guess that's almost it. Almost the correct place. Let's go back. Yeah, I think it's correct. Might want to build some curves. I don't think pumps can do the job. I might just try placing an offshore pump and seeing what happens. Also says saline water, but also it says 0. So it wants to get saline water, but it can't. And it doesn't want to take any lava. I guess I will try finding some of those other buildings. Building some of those other pipe duct things. And maybe a few vehicle docks. I could build them right here. I guess they don't benefit from quality, so it's fine to just build them like that. Non-return duct. Might just build one of them. I guess I could also just manually craft a lot of ducts and then I don't have to deal with quality. It's weird that I have to. But I can't do it any differently. Let me just pretend that I could build this. And I guess it's connected now. And now I would like another one of those curves. Or maybe a T-junction. But also, what do I do with this? I don't know. Apparently I can't get the lava. Maybe I will figure things out later. I could have just built these things in an assembling machine 3. I guess that would have been the easiest choice. rather than complaining about not being able to craft any normal things. Okay, this requires both salt and uranium fuel cell. And the salt reactor accepts efficiency and quality module. This is basically a way to get rid of salt. I guess I will remove this again. And later I will just do this with assembling machines. But it's good to have some beacons around now.